Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to run through key 5-minute reversal patterns, and our use for those is when taking major retests, which we'll get into in later videos. But these are key 5-minute, and that's a key part on the 5-minute structural patterns that we will see to confirm entries on majors. We'll talk about those later on, but the key part is understanding these structural patterns. So the first one is very, very simple. It is the double top or the double bottom. The key part is that price will push up to a level, form one high, then come down, form a second high at the same height as the first. It can't be higher. This is a mistake some people do. They will see this as a double top. It's not. It must be at the same high or very slightly off. So this could still be classed or, slightly lower. But the key part is two highs at the same level that form a double top, 1, 2, and then a push down. The opposite of that is, of course, the double bottom, which is also part of this. All of these patterns are interchangeable from up or down. I'll draw them on. Let's do it with an arrow, actually, it'd be nice and clearer. So the key part is we've got the double top or the double bottom. And as I said, the key part for this pattern is that the highs or the lows for a double bottom are at the same level. This is a 5-minute reversal pattern. The second is the fake out and retest pattern. So what we will have here is, let's say, for example, and it's worth noting that I do have examples for all of these that we'll go through towards the end of this video. Let's say we have levels here. So this is for the bearish and this is for the bullish. In a reversal pattern where we're looking to take a sell, from the top, price will push up, break the level on the 5-minute, close back below the level on the 5-minute, then retest the level and continue down. And vice versa, if we're looking to take a buy from a reversal pattern that is the fake out retest, price will come down to a level, break it and close below it, then break back above, closing above, then retest the level and continue to the upside. These are very common. As of these, the most common. We'll talk about the third setup in a moment, but these, as I said, are the most common patterns. They're very simple. The key part is price has to close above here, close back below, then retest the level and drop. And these are always on the 5-minute. The final pattern is the impulsive break and retest. So price will be pushing up, say approaching a level. We'll draw a level on say here. It doesn't necessarily matter quite so much with this particular third pattern. Price will then push down, breaking this first low with one strong push from the high, then come back up, retest a level and continue down. And vice versa, price will be, say, pushing down, and then we'll break up, retest, and continue. Now, this one may seem a bit more confusing than these previous two, but in reality, this setup is very, very similar to this fake out and retest pattern because you will be retesting a level of some sort. But the key part to remember is that you have got price pushing down from the high in all one structural push, breaking a low and then retesting a level and dropping. And vice versa, price must push up in one structural push from a lower low to break this high, retest, and then continue up. These are the 3 5-minute reversal patterns we use. These two, or so should I say 4, are by far the most common. Now, I've got some examples here of them with price action. This one, let's imagine we have a 15-minute level here, is a impulsive break and retest. So what we've got is price pushing up, forms a new high, then from the high, breaks the low down, and then comes back up to retest our level, and then we can look for ourselves again from there. And the entry would be taken on the retest of the level. And in terms of the actual entry, we'll go into that clearer in the actual entries video. But the key part here is spotting the pattern. We have price pushing up, forms a higher high, then breaks the low, then retests the level and continues down. Next, we have the fake out and retest pattern, which we will go through here. Let's imagine we have a level here. What we do is we have price. Let's rewind, it will make this much easier. We have price pulling up to a level. It breaks the level, as you can see, closes back below. It won't always be on immediately in the candle after. The key part is though that it does, push back below the level. Here we have price push out, immediately close back below, pull back up. You see how we've got an engulfing, which is as per our rules that you already know from going through this section of the course, a structural pullback up, and then price continues back to the downside after retesting the level and dropping off. So this is a fake out and retest pattern from a 5-minute structure. As I was saying just a moment ago, these are not necessarily, well, they're definitely not actual entries we'd take as per the rules for the overall entry strategy, but for the sake of education, this is what the pattern would look like. Price fake out above, break back below, retest and drop off. And again, as I said, we'll get into how to actually enter these and what the parameters are with the rules later in the course videos in the entry section. Next, and finally, we have the double top pattern here, where let's imagine again, we've got a level here. Price pushes up to a level, forms one high, pushes back down and up again to retest the level again, forms a same or a second high at just about the same level as the first. You see here that it's very slightly off, but they're near enough the same at the first high, and the second high is the same height. We get our entry trigger, which we'll talk about again later on, and then we continue to the downside, and the entry trigger will form on that second high because that is the high we're entering on. So these are the fake out retest. These are our reversal patterns, sorry, I should say. And these are always found on the 5 minutes, just to recap. So I'm trying to concentrate on getting these back on the screen, which we do have now. So yeah, these are our 5-minute reversal patterns. They're the only ones you need to know. We'll always find them on the 5 minute, and we use those for entries, mostly on major retests, but every now and then you'll see them on a minor as well. They're still valid, but we'll get into how we actually enter the markets in the entry section of the course.